Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
You can set the default personal and company preferences for reports and graphs created within QuickBooks by changing the settings within the Preferences dialog box. You can access these settings by selecting Edit and then choosing Preferences from the menu bar to open the Preferences dialog box. In the Preferences dialog box, click the Reports and Graphs icon in the listing of categories shown at the left side of the Preferences window. Then set default personal report preferences on the My Preferences tab and set default company preferences on the Company Preferences tab. Click the My Preferences tab to begin. If you want QuickBooks to prompt you to modify report options prior to displaying a report, then check the Prompt Me to Modify Report Options before opening a report checkbox. In the Reports and Graphs section, you select how you want QuickBooks to behave when the data within a report needs to be refreshed. You can select either Prompt Me to Refresh, Refresh Automatically, or Don't Refresh. If you select the Refresh Automatically option, then when you change a report parameter, QuickBooks will refresh the report to show the change immediately. In the Graphs Only section, you can check the Draw Graphs in 2D Faster option in order to show graphs in 2D versus 3D if desired. If you prefer to use patterns versus colors when rendering graphs, then you can check the Use Patterns checkbox. Then click the Company Preferences tab. In the Summary Report Basis section, you can select how you prefer your summary reports to be displayed by default. You can select either cash or accrual. In the Aging Reports section, you can select which date to use as the basis for your aging reports, age from the due date or age from the transaction date. In the Reports Show Items by section, select the desired option button to choose how to display items within reports. In the Reports Show Accounts by section, select the option button to choose how to display accounts within reports. For both items and accounts, you can select to show either the name only, the description only, or both the name and the description. To choose which account balances are included in the operating, investing, or financing sections of the Statement of Cash Flows report, you can click the Classify Cash button to open the Classify Cash dialog box. Here you can select an account shown and then check either the operating, investing, or financing columns to assign its balance to the selected section of the Statement of Cash Flows report. Make any changes that you need to here, and then click the OK button to return to the Preferences dialog box. You can combine multiple items within a transaction shown within a report into a single line by default by clicking the Collapse Transactions checkbox. Note that this may cause report generation to take longer within QuickBooks. You can also set the default appearance of the header and footer and fonts and numbers used within your QuickBooks reports by clicking the Format button to open the Report Format Preferences dialog box. Here you can set your default report preferences for the header and footer and the fonts and numbers by clicking the desired tab and then making any changes you want to set as the defaults for your reports. When you're finished, simply click the OK button to set the defaults. Note that if you would like to review setting these report properties, please see Lesson 15.5, Modifying a Report. Once you've set your default graph and report preferences as desired, you can then click the OK button within the Preferences dialog box to apply your report preferences.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.